So what kind of an ROI can you expect here in the Bakersfield real estate market? And this changes quite a bit. Now we're starting to see higher interest rates, which means we're starting to see, we're not quite seeing it too quickly right now in the Bakersfield multifamily market as far as prices coming down. A lot of people are anticipating that the prices will have to eventually come down because we're starting to see interest rates in the 7s and now in the 8s. And then with another 125 basis points increase likely coming by the end of the year, we're probably going to see maybe even a 9% interest rate for investment properties. So what kind of ROI can you expect now with those kind of numbers? We're starting to see GRMs come down a little bit, whereas we were starting to see when the market was so hot, we were starting to see 14, 15, 16 GRMs, which just seems super high. Now they're starting to settle down more for like 11 and 12 GRM. It's pretty good. Cap rates, we were seeing cap rates 4% cap rates, and even sometimes less than that in the really, really hot market. Now we're starting to see 4.5 is pretty normal. 5% are starting to come back, 5 to 5.5%, where you're starting to see a little bit of that because the interest rates are so high. It's so hard for a lot of investors to still make the numbers work with having to pay so much towards just the principal and interest of the property. So we're starting to see a little bit of better returns in the sense of the actual fundamental numbers of the property, which would, if buying now and then refinancing later, maybe sometimes makes sense for some buyers because take advantage of some of the prices falling and some of those numbers getting better now. If you think that the interest rates are going to actually eventually come back down, which a lot of people are anticipating interest rates coming down at the beginning of next year, but nobody really knows the future. No one has a crystal ball, and we can't actually predict that as much as we think. So, as interest rates continue to rise, some of the cap rates sometimes are getting a little bit higher, and the GRMs are starting to come down a little bit. We'll see what happens over the next 6 months or so.